working on a collection of thoughts and ideas. Mainly things I've been thinking about and things that have been part of my unlearning journey, but also like things from my childhood and so on that I've learned or unlearned or relearned. And yesterday I added a piece to that collection that just came to me, and I was like, oh my goodness, there is no like real affirmations for formerly oppressed people, or like people who are trying to liberate their minds and liberate their existence and have ownership of their own existence and their own being. I really wanted to create one for myself, and then when I was done, because I just wrote all these things that maybe you almost felt like you were prohibited from or like you felt uncomfortable doing, and I wrote all these things and I read it, and it gave me an interesting feeling, like I was writing my own laws of existence. And I was like, I gotta share this with you guys, because I know a lot of you watch my videos and are interested in decolonization or self-determination, self-rule, self-love, and so on, self-empowerment. And so yeah, so I'm gonna share it with you guys, and I really hope that you guys also can benefit from it. And yeah, it's called Affirmations for Formerly Oppressed People. And I like the formerly part because I really hope that when we have children, they will have to do less and less and less to liberate themselves, to liberate their minds, liberate their existence. And yeah, and we can be a part of creating those things, those tools that they will have to use when they grow up, things that weren't there when we were younger. So, affirmations for formerly oppressed people. You have the right to be angry, to be burning with fire. You have the right to weep with and for your ancestors. You have the right to fight with and for your ancestors. You have the right to not be nice, to not be kind, and to not be friendly. You have the right to the expressions on your face and display them as you please. You have the right to speak back, to speak your mind without soothing a single edge. You have the right to say no. No more, no less, not now, not ever. You have the right to raise your voice, to use your chest and your lungs full capacity. You have the right to disengage, to protect your spaces, to be exclusive. You have the right to not be appealing, to not be comforting or forgiving. You have the right to not forgive, and definitely to not forget. The right to not turn a single cheek, not left or right. You have the right to ignore, to delete, and to discard. You have the right to your humanity, to your emotions, to your intentions, to your ethics, even if you stand alone. You have the right to not educate, to not seek understanding, nor permission. You have the right to dance with joy, even on the ashes of your past self, to sing praises even though you hear only curses. You have the right to think as you please, to formulate without the need to ease, to not be the babysitter of everyone else's emotions. You have the right to your feelings, without the measuring stick of validation from others. You have the right to be here, to show up as you are, to claim your space without apology. You have the right to feel loved, to feel cared for, to feel gentleness, to feel strong and goddamn delicate. You have the right to your body, and to decide anything that can and cannot be done to it. You have the right to take only what you can handle and not break your back carrying others. You have the right to a safe childhood, to feel light, to feel liberated, to go to bed without worry. You have the right to happiness, to peace, and to untamed freedoms, to pleasure without guilt. You have the right to remember that you too are loved, you too belong. You have every right to live as you see fit. You have every right under this sky to seek your own joy, to find your own path, to create your own happiness, and to share of all of this as you see fit. You have the right to be here, and every time you breathe in, you have the right to reclaim and claim those rights for yourself. So that is what I've written. I think I'm gonna print it out for myself and just have it somewhere where I can look at it, where I can remember it, where I can enforce it, keep reclaiming it until I really feel those things. Some of them are things I have slowly had to unlearn through my decolonization and unlearning, relearning journey, which is something I continue to share on my channel. But some of them are also stuff that I'm just learning to say, wait a minute, I have the right to these things. We have the right to these things. Aren't we humans too, right? And I feel like the more we know our power to create what we want to see, what we want to have, what liberates us, what empowers us, the more we do those things, knowing that we have just as much right and capability to do the things that we see are necessary for us to thrive. The more we grow, the more we understand ourselves, the more we restore our own humanity and what that humanity looks like and what that humanity feels like. And I want to be a part of people who get to do that, along with you guys that also care about these kind of issues. And I hope that as time progresses, we will be amazed at the strength of our ancestors that live on through us, that we can continue to build on, and that we build so much that our future children will have something to stand from and to continue reclaiming from. That's really, really what I wish for us. I hope this video, as always, is of benefit. And if you have any things you've started proclaiming in your own life or claiming in your own life, please do share. And otherwise, I will see you in my next video, guys. Bye. To a place where love will never fade. 'Cause where I came from, the only thing left was hate. But I guess that's what we do, what people do. Run away, oh baby.